activity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Let's get down to business.
Illusion shattered.
Get down to business.
Whirling snow.
My place.
escape.
Flash frost.
Take flight.
This should be fun.
Go and fly. Shine down.
My duty at an end. No excuse for slacking. Time to fulfill my duty. No slacking off.
My apologies. There is no escape.
My work finished.
You can't run. I will collect myself.
Illusion shattered.
Looks like I
Take
went
flight.
too far. Verdict is, I must counterattack.
Swear by my sword.
The loneliness of death.
There is no escape. My apologies.
How's this a fury? Should replace my
Shine down. Illusion shattered. Oh.
done.
Barbados, guide us. One down. Whirling.
Time for retribution!
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close—
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the—
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to—
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems no matter what stance we take when dealing with them, we could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant. But if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid all of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius, but you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach— Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa! Leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan!
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do it.
Who are you?
Hello, we're here too.
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Hello? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an... Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are in... Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
Huh. In former times, when people knew their place and respected, and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our... Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a... Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on... Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
Oh, so this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me...
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named but it turns out that he's a peculiar character that...
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, EULA.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company. EULA is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about...
That's strange. If EULA is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the
well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that EULA joined the Knights. Her family... In their eyes, EULA is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning.
Thanks, Amber. All right.
Good luck, you two. I've got...
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn...
Profiter là d'être dans le passage dans le coin pour pêcher un peu.
You've got it! You got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
quickly!
Burn!
Embrace the ice!
Ice.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute, you...
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me?
But didn't you say...
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally...
That's right. Amber told us to come and...
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't... Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll...
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now.
You need to be in the right—
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it—
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All work, but you needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no— If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance. Let's begin with your manner of—
Oh, Paimon's already learned some Mark my words, vengeance—
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend." However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that— Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend—
But didn't you just say, my dear friend, and—
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particular. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, however, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, this is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another—
Wait! This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstration?
Ah. Very well. Come with me. We'll—
Oh, you're EULA of the Lawrence clan, right?
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility— what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the—
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes Got it. As a lowly commoner—
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care— like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of— And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their— If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my word—
Wow. The Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
J'ai récupéré la quête du monde qu'il y a là.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with... Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Ah, right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think they're...
Hey! Stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words. You there, low...
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to... I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any...
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate... And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to logic him. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Actually, Paimon thinks we should...
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already... Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to do...
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your as memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be
Yeah! Why were you so willing to try and damage...
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seemed...
no need! Besides, right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep EULA from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already a proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with...
Snow that once adorned the world in silver, thaws to reveal the gleam of the fruit upon frost-laden branches. How picturesque. Only some tea would make the setting more complete.
It's so cold.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks so too, but you've got this in the bag.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first. Remember, you must be elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first. Remember, That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first, but the key is to remain patient. Let's try again. Remember, you must be elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air.
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first. Remember,
Shine down!
no need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at... Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at... Remember, you must be elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air.
There is no escape!
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated.
Hyman almost didn't make it through it. So...
Don't flatter yourselves. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me. Let's proceed, shall we?
Je reviens. Me revoilà. Activer le monolithe de l'île démocratique.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Illusion shattered! Ha!
Ha! Time for retribution!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Ha! Ha!
You failed this time. What a shame.
Non, c'est une blague.
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Illusion shattered!
Whirling snow!
Ha! Burn!
Shine down! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Well done. Your performance was most impressive, and you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. No, did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
Vengeance should know no bounds. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a court. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunt.
EULA. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last Come, take a seat. We can discuss my...
Yes? Is there something else you'd...
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something...
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not...
You're gonna take revenge on her for...
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then... please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle's.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle?
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. EULA treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts...
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand. EULA's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should...
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that EULA is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah.
What?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting... All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the... All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain.
Aren't you coming with us?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went to... Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from...
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
Let's meet again. What an interesting but...
Here, the gebrat... And by the way...
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could... But she seemed to get along fine.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bit. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't act. So no matter what EULA tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see EULA differently?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their... At the same time, numerous members...
Whoa! So both...
That's right. So you can imagine how determined EULA must have been. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of... In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the... But she simply fulfilled... People like EULA should be approached with care and understand. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to EULA again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make... Take care. Please come again. Please don't tell you. She might think I'm being too nosy.
Inazuma shines eternal! Sakura swirl! Take flight! Go as one!
But it is.
Illusion shattered!
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, if I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of Ah, good. Very good. You are bright. And compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects...
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means...
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could... It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is... Ah, yeah.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my... Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent... to see some... friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in...
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mon, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admit.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they...
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest. As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
Faut pas être pressé, hein.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there! Who's...
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way!
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Good thing you're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an out... Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must... The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has... Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Huh. Why is it so poorly drawn?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
Ah, I see. Crude, but I can make do.
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful... Perfect. Just as it once was, and just...
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So this was all just a ploy to deceive...
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Time for retribution! I will end
you. Insolent.
Can't run!
Well, you can pay for that.
Barbados, find us.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just...
You're insulted! Let's go!
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to...
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for no...
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every knight of... Then I shall plead with the family to spare you.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you...
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about my...
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop the... Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Now you shall perish!
Some quiet.
Illusion shattered!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Whirling!
Burn!
We can't run!
There is no escape!
All you got? Miscalculated. You need to hurry up!
Ha! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Death.
Take flight!
This one's well done!
Shudder!
You need to hurry up! Roast and fry! This one's well done!
Whirling snow!
Roast and fry!
Yeah!
Cook this through. Use this.
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
This isn't good.
There is no escape! Take flight!
Time for retribution!
Go as one! I swear by my sword! Flood of frost! Embrace the ice!
Finished.
My apologies! Yeah! Take flight!
Here it is! That's where they put the diagram!
Just here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight!
Whirling snow!
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them! No escape! Leaving so soon!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Can't run from death! Take cover!
Verdict is... Ha! Ha!
I must kill
Illusion shattered!
I must collect myself. Finally, some quiet. This is trouble.
Kamisato art! Sometsu! There is no escape!
Death.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just...
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
this time, Pine. In reality, you sensed that something. You were worried about us.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you... And mark my words...
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never...
Bring it on! Sure!
That you will.
Astra. Thank you for completing.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but
been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.